I just want to get it straight, that's all, where we're coming from. So, go ahead, say what you were saying.
Yeah, and just some ID, please, thank you.
Sorry?
I need to see your ID, please, thank you. You're parked
You
in an
need to
area
see
where
my
you're not
ID.
supposed to. It's a PSPO zone, there are signs to state this. We need to see some ID, as we already explained before you start recording. Thank you.
And if I don't give you my ID?
So just go through the reg of the vehicle. I'll give you that sign. They can go
You have to, excuse me, who are you?
I'm Harry.
And your ID?
That's my ID.
Okay, and can I see your ID again for the video? Thank you very much.
I'll just show you that.
Okay, now what I'm not seeing, what do I want to see that for?
That's the sign that just states why we're here.
That's not, that's your phone.
Yeah, that's the picture of that sign there.
That you
I've
drove
just
past.
taken a picture of it.
Well, I'll take your word for that, but go ahead. What was
We
you
can
saying?
walk down to that sign if
No.
you want and have a look at it if you
What
want.
was you saying before, because I was talking to this lady and you come up and started talking. So what was you saying?
Well, I didn't say anything. You asked me my ID.
Because you started talking and asking me questions or whatever.
I didn't ask you any question. I said I was just going to show you the sign. That's all.
All right, so why would you show me that?
So just so you're aware of the
It's a
sign.
PSPO
That it's a
zone,
PSPO because you
as
seemed a bit
explained.
confused about the parking there.
So why would you be telling me when this lady's dealing with me?
Because he's my colleague.
Yeah, we work together.
Okay, so that's why I asked for your ID, okay? So, what was you saying?
We need to see your ID.
You need to see my ID.
Yes.
And if you don't see my ID, then what?
As explained, under Section 88 is further offence. Failing to comply.
What offence is that?
I've said it again. Under Section 88, failing to comply is a further offence.
Failing to comply with
okay,
what?
so if you don't want to show your
No,
ID,
failing
that's
to
fine.
comply
we'll
with-
just go through the DVLA.
Well, fine, that doesn't prove my ID. Failing to comply with what?
What do you mean?
Well,
So failing
what
to comply-
offence will
so
I be
failing to
making if
comply
I...
with enforcement officers is another offence, as explained before you start
Fa-
recording.
what do you want me to comply with?
Once you've committed an offence, you've parked in a PSPO zone. It's our jobs to see some ID. We've stated that numerous
Why is it
times
your job to see
before
my
you start
ID?
recording.
Now, I'm getting confused. I thought it was only policemen could demand your ID. Isn't it?
No.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Positive.
You're absolutely certain?
You can Google it, yeah.
You can Google that. Otherwise we wouldn't be out here. The council wouldn't allow us to be out here doing this job.
Nobody can get my ID unless I've committed an offence,
You have.
Which you have.
which I have not done.
You have done.
I have not broken the law.
You've committed an offence.
I have not broken the
You've
law.
committed an offence,
I have.
therefore we
Well,
need to see
you
some
can
ID.
commit an offence by banging on my door. It doesn't make it I've broken the law.
Pardon? So you're going to
So, okay, I'm moving on. So you can move on, I can move on.
As I say, we'll just go through the reg of the vehicle, okay? We're not here to cause any trouble or any hostilities, but that's just the process, okay? You comply with us on the spot, or the council deal with it through the registration.
She's asked me to move on, I'm moving on. Is that correct?
I didn't ask you to move on. If you choose to move away after we've tried to communicate with you, then you're
So
not committing
you didn't
further
ask me to
offence.
move on. What did you
No,
ask me to
I
do?
haven't asked you to move on. I've asked to see some ID, and you haven't complied with
So
us.
a stranger walks up to me with a card.
We've shown you our IDs already.
Can I finish? A stranger walk. No, you're not listening, are you? A stranger walks up to me, shows me an ID like something I could print, and then says to me that I have to see your ID.
We've shown you our IDs. We've mentioned our current.
Right, you have.
things
I didn't
us.
ask you to see.
We have to. We have
You come up to me voluntarily. Why?
We're coming up to you because
You
you've
asked
asked.
You
see
don't.
my ID.
You don't. You got no. You don't deserve my ID.
You've asked for my colleague's ID. You've asked for
You asked for
mine.
mine.
Yeah,
you've ordered
right.
us, you've
Because
got
you're
us
asking me for
forward.
mine.
You've committed an offence.
What offence?
You're parking in a PSP.
I'm not parked here.
Yes, you
You
are.
I'm not parked
You
here.
are.
I am not parked here.
What are you doing then?
Waiting.
Parked.
Waiting.
You were looking at a telescope.
What you don't? You right? You determine what parked is. Have I got out and left the vehicle?
Engine off, stopped in this area.
Have I got out and
As
left the
sign
vehicle?
states.
Or do you want me to take a phone call while I'm driving down the road?
No, but you can park it
You've
out.
got
I-
it on the phone.
Where am I parked?
In a
Where is the
PSPO
door
area.
locked? Where have I left the vehicle?
DVLA?
Have I left the vehicle since I got here?
That's it, we're going to just go back and forth here. My colleagues explained everything to you and it'll just go through the reg of the vehicle, okay?
Right, and what's that going to prove?
Thank you.
So it will go through the reg and the council will deal with it.
So what's that going to prove?
Well, our cameras are recording, they review our footage, they can see where you're parked.
I'm not
area.
parked.
You are.
I am not parked. What was your name?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
I mean, I don't know what this is about, to be honest with you.
It's about you demanding ID.
We're not demanding ID.
You are demanding ID.
Explained everything to you.
You haven't explained anything to me.
While you're filming it, you can actually film that sign there that we just explained to you there.
I can. I'm going to go and do it now.
Okay, and you can read that.
You've made me get out of my vehicle.
I didn't make you get out.
Yes, you did. You said come and see that sign.
No, I said there it is on my phone. There.
Well,
Yeah, nice. On the sign.
So you're a public
Right there.
official trying to intimidate
No
a member of the
intimidation.
public.
Who followed me?
Is that right?
We walked away.
You asked me to come down and see
I
this.
didn't ask
It's
you
on
to
the
come
phone, man.
I said I'd show
I
you
videoed it.
I said I'd show you it.
I videoed it. You said come
All
and
you're
see
going to do
it.
is interrupt, aren't you? But if you turn around, you can film the sign there that states everything that we just said. Do you not want to film that?
I will
Where you're
now,
parked?
yeah, because you've asked me to.
Okay. Well, there it is.
This lady thinks she can come up to people and demand ID
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
without any authorization. Yeah, you are now. You've stirred up a load of shit. Public official.
Just the sign behind you there.
Are you his sergeant?
A what?
Are you his sergeant?
Excuse me?
Are you in charge of him?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Is your camera recording?
Of course.
Why didn't you tell me?
We did. Check your history.
When? When did you tell me?
As
Excuse me, sir. I'm recording you. Do you know you're not allowed to park here? I'm not parked here.
We've explained the
No,
cameras
I
are
need
on,
your
we've
ID.
already
You're
shown-
incorrect.
Look at your camera footage. You'll see that we've shown you
You're
our
very hostile
IDs.
right now. We haven't come over.
Well, what do
very
you
hostile.
expect? I've got two strangers coming up to me and asking ID.
Good, because mine keeps going on and on.
Huh?
I think he needs to just check his history because we've already gone through this.
I don't need to check anything.
We've shown your IDs.
I know exactly what you said.
Your protection and ours, and as you can see, you are parked where the.
Why do you want my ID? Come on.
Look at your car. Look at the sign.
Why do you want my?
Look
Why
at
do
your
you?
van. Look
Literally
at
what
the
that
sign.
sign
And what
says.
does the sign say?
Turn around. It's right there.
Yes. And what does it say?
It is prohibited on the seashores, land, launch, personal watercraft, jet skis to park any motor vehicle, to camp or stay overnight in a tent, caravan, or any motor vehicle.
And was I parked?
Yes.
I was waiting.
You parked.
If I would have been parked, I'd have been got out of it. The car would have been locked, and I'd have been off somewhere where you couldn't find
The
me.
engine is on.
I was sitting in it, and I am round the window to talk to this lady here.
So you're just very aggressive. We're doing our job, but you're taking it out on us. It's
What do you
nothing
expect me
personal.
to do? A woman walks up to me, I'm on the phone,
Yes.
and tells me I can't park there.
Yeah.
Well, if I parked on the road, I would have blocked the road, right?
Oh, there he is.
And now she's telling me she's demanding ID. For why?
Because you're parked in a place you can't park.
You are having a joke, man.
We're not having a joke. This
You're
is
having
a
a joke.
But as I say, just go through the reg of the vehicle.
You're having a joke.
Bye-bye.
You best go hide somewhere else. Yes, you are. You're hiding.
How are we hiding?
You're hiding and you're jumping out at opportunist motorists.
I just spoke to two people up there and walked all the way down.
That's what you're doing.